Hi friends, I hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a routine that I feel like really boosts my personal confidence and hopefully will inspire you to do a confidence boosting routine. To me, a confidence boosting routine does not mean going out of your comfort zone. You got to find that middle ground and just stick to what you know, stick to something that works for you, but also play a little bit so that you feel like a different version of yourself as well. I feel like in order to feel confident with how your makeup looks and wears and even applies, it's really important to address the skin first. I'm so excited because Osea is sponsoring today's video. You guys know I love this brand so much. Their body care products are a part of my everyday routine, and more recently I've been dipping my toes into some of their skincare products. If you guys don't know, I am so picky with my skincare, and I've been testing out some skincare products that have been really doing the most and boosting my confidence, honestly, with and without makeup, because the way that these prep the skin for makeup is amazing, but also like when I'm not wearing makeup, I feel like my skin looks so good. The first product that I've been loving is the Osea Ocean Cleanser. Doesn't that sound divine? I mean, honestly, it's so beautiful. So before coming on camera today, I prepped the skin with a cleanser. I washed my face with this, and you can actually use this on dry or damp skin. This is such a beautiful, gentle, but effective formula. It's gonna do what a cleanser does best and remove any impurities, excess oils, but also it's a pH balanced formula that's going to unclog your pores and gently exfoliate, which I personally love. And it's also hydrating, which is really nice. For me, especially with my morning cleanser, I like to use something hydrating because then it really just adds that boost of hydration, which is perfect before makeup especially. This has Undaria seaweed, bentonite clay, lactic acid, which is one of my favorite ingredients, and it's actually an ingredient that my skin thrives on. So I love that there's a little bit of that in there as well. And then after that, I like to pat my skin dry slightly because this next product has hyaluronic acid in it. It's the Osea Hyaluronic Acid C Serum. Hyaluronic acid is like a powerhouse ingredient for hydration. However, I do feel like I see the best effects when I apply it to damp skin because hyaluronic acid needs water in order to activate and pull the water into your skin. So I leave the skin a little bit damp after using the Osea Ocean Cleanser and then do a little dollop of this. This is so luxurious. The way that it just makes your skin look and feel so bouncy, so hydrated, so plump, it's insane. This serum is clinically proven to minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It's also clinically proven to increase hydration, which it sure does. And it's going to give you a more lifted and firm look to the skin, which I love so much. Again, especially before makeup. In addition to hyaluronic acid, this has Japanese Miro seaweed in it, volcanic marine ferment, snow mushroom. It is like a little powerhouse serum. I love this duo so much, and they actually have both of these as a little bundle where you can save on the duo, which I love so much. These two together are insane. I love how my skin looks after I use these, and I've been using these every day. I'm telling you guys, I am so picky with skincare. I am so picky with skincare, okay? So if this gets my stamp of approval, not just one, but two products, you know it's good. I should have known. I really should have known because I love Osea's body products like nothing else. But anyway, Osea has these two together as a duo on their site. It's called the Plumping Hydrating Duo. Doesn't that sound divine? This bundle, which I will have linked down below, is actually already discounted, but then they gave me a coupon code which you can use on top of the bundle. So if you want to save even more, you can use the code ALLYG10 to get 10% off the already discounted bundle. After I use the cleanser and the serum, I just went in with a moisturizer and sunscreen, and that's all I have on my skin right now. Look at the glow. Honestly, it's so beautiful, and you can literally feel the bounce. The thing I really like about this serum as well is it kind of leaves a little bit of like a tacky finish, which to me is perfect for going into your makeup. So that's what we're doing next. When I spend the time on a skincare routine in the morning, especially before makeup, I feel like I don't want to wear as much makeup. So already my confidence is honestly boosted. I wanted to throw in another Osea product that I feel like is the perfect segue between skincare and makeup. It's not actually marketed as a primer product, but it's one of my favorite primers. I keep this down here on my desk. I don't even have it in my bathroom anymore. This is the Osea Atmosphere Protection Cream. I'm going to be using this as a primer. So again, technically it is a moisturizer, but I love to use it after my morning skincare has kind of had some time to really sink into the skin. I use this to refresh everything, and prep it perfectly for makeup. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit of this all over the skin. I've talked about this one before on my channel, and I feel like this is so perfect because it really does hydrate the skin, but this also gives you like a really plump, kind of tacky finish to the skin, which I love. In my mind is the perfect prep for makeup because it's gonna grip onto the foundation. For this routine, when I was thinking through the product lineup, I wanted things that I knew were gonna work well together. And then also, if you're not confident with how something's gonna wear for hours and hours, this is no longer gonna be a confidence boosting routine. So all these products to me are really like reliable, foolproof products that are gonna really perform well. I feel like that's the key when it comes to a confidence boosting routine. Like, use the stuff you know works for you, okay? You can do different techniques, but now is not the time to try products that you're not sure about, okay? You gotta use the things that you just know will work. So after that's sunk into the skin, you can hopefully see it's got almost a little bit more of like a matte finish too. I don't know, I feel like it just balances everything. I'm obsessed with that moisturizer. So now we're gonna even out the skin tone a little bit more. This popped into my mind immediately when planning this video because this is something that wears so well. This allows your skin to look like skin, but it covers up anything that you want to cover. I don't know, it's fantastic. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this. It's the Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour Skin Tint. I'm gonna put just a dollop of that on the back of my hand. You really don't need much with this. This is the shade 110, by the way. And since it's on the back of my hand, I'm gonna kind of shear it out on a makeup brush. This is the Hourglass brush. And we're gonna start over the areas that I want the most coverage. But again, I'm really hoping to allow the skin to show through where I want it to, because I feel like that'll add to the confidence, you know, if my skin looks like skin, but just at its best, you know what I mean? So I'm just applying that little by little, starting over areas that have redness and then buffing it out all over the rest of the skin. You can see a little goes a very long way with this. This product is so good. Okay, we're gonna take a little bit of what's left on the back of my hand on a sponge, and I'm just gonna kind of press and roll this into the skin and kind of mix it into that skincare that we applied before. All right, so now that the complexion is more even, we're gonna add a little bit of concealer. I'm gonna take this one from Natasha Denona. This is the Hy-Glam concealer. It's got like a serum-y feel to it. It is so beautiful. I'm just gonna do a little bit there, a little here, a little on my chin, and then I've been really liking this area for concealer. And then we're gonna just smooth out the forehead a bit with some as well, and a little down the center of the nose too. And I'm gonna take that same Hourglass brush and just gently start to blend this out. And then same thing, once that's blended out with the brush, I like to take my sponge and just press that in so that it looks super seamless. Next up, we're gonna sculpt the face. I wanted to use the Westman Atelier contour stick in the shade Biscuit. You guys, this contour stick, it really does the most. When it comes to a confidence boosting routine, I was like, okay, we gotta have products that are fuss-free, you know? And this is that for me. So I'm just putting a little on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna start to sculpt the face with this. This literally like blends itself out. The formula is so beautiful, and the color just always looks good on me, so you really can't lose with this one. I'm just gonna go all over the face, along the forehead, underneath the cheekbones to kind of sculpt things out a little bit. I feel like this is where it's really fun to spend a little bit of time just sculpting the face, because to me that like boosts my personal confidence to have like a little bit more, you know, definition and structure on the face. So I'm gonna really just take my time here with just a little bit of product. A little goes a long way, but I want to make sure it's still enough to where it's like, aha, she looks healthy. You know what I mean? That's what I'm going for. I'm going for just health all over the face. Okay, for me, a little setting powder boosts my confidence because it just helps balance the oils throughout the day. So I'm gonna use my all-time favorite setting powder today. Again, not a time for me to branch out. Let's just go with what works. The Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder. Today I'm gonna use the shade Cupcake. Take a little bit of this on a little puff. I personally love what a little puff does underneath the eyes, okay? I feel like it just airbrushes everything. So I'm just pressing and rolling that underneath the eyes and also through the T-zone a bit. Oh, I forgot to mention, for me, like, you gotta match your outfit to the vibes of the makeup. And I feel the most comfortable and confident in like just a basic t-shirt. This is like my Skims long sleeve tee. I live for it. It just makes me feel good. So that's what I picked to wear today, because I feel like with clothing too, you know, when people think, oh, like, I want to feel confident. Yes, sometimes it means branching out and wearing something that you've never really tried before, but in most cases, you gotta stick to what you know looks good and feels good on you. You know what I mean? The last thing you need is to go out and be like worried about how your outfit or your makeup is looking. That's gonna kill the vibe. It's gonna kill the vibe real quick. I'm taking a little bit of that same powder and just pressing it on the outer parts of the face as well, because I do want to go into a little bit of bronzer. For me, bronzer just boosts my confidence, so I'm going in with more. This one right here though, from Uoma Beauty, the Double Take Sculpting and Bronzing Powder in the shade White Pearl. It's so good. I am heavy-handed with my bronzer, and this color just like is perfect for me. So I can like go in and really ham and like really load up the bronzer, and it just never looks bad. It looks so good actually. The more I apply, the better it looks somehow. I'm obsessed. So I'm just adding this on top of where we applied the Westman Atelier contour, just to give even more warmth and structure to the face. I'm sticking to what I love in the brow category as well. So I'm gonna use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. I like to brush the brows up first before filling in. This is in the shade 4. So I'm just gonna do that really quickly, and then we'll move on to a little eye look. You know what? I'm gonna hold off on eyes because I want the focal point of this to be the skin. So I'm really wanting to perhaps use this blush. Listen, this blush formula is my favorite, but I do have my comfort zone colors. This one's like a little bit something different, which I feel like could really add something new, but not new as far as the formula goes. Or this one's like a little bit less of a punch, but like if we're going for confidence, I think we should do this one. This is called Calypso Coral. It's the Pot Rouge from Bobbi Brown. You use these on the lips and cheeks, and it's just the most incredible situation. You guys already know how much I love these. So I'm just gonna take that on the bottom of a sponge, press it into my hand, and then just smile and start applying this to the apples of the cheeks. I find that when I use this, I literally just skip highlighter because it gives the most fantastic lit from within kind of a glow. It's so pretty. So since this is a new color, well, I've used it before, but like not on the daily usually. I wanted to do this first before going to eyes, because then I can kind of gauge what I want the eye look to do and what tones to use if I know that this was the focal point. Just layering that up, I'm gonna flip the sponge over, and this is where I take what's left on the sponge and kind of like go around the edges so that the color just fades into the foundation and concealer as seamlessly as possible. That is fresh. That's so pretty. I also love the Fresh Melon shade, but that one is like a lot lighter. This one, it looks like, ooh, like she's sun-kissed, you know what I mean? Oh, I love it. That's so pretty. Now that we've got a little bit more on the cheeks, I feel like I will be more confident choosing the eyeshadow colors. So I knew I wanted to use the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. It's just like, you can't go wrong with any of these. So I'm actually thinking that Wit right here might be gorgeous on the eyes, since it kind of ties in that coral color that we have going on the cheeks. So I'm gonna throw this into the crease and a little bit above as my transition shade. And then I'm gonna take that same color, just pinch the brush and run that along the lower lash line as well. Here's something you can never go wrong with, a little monochromatic look. When in doubt, just match the whole face. That didn't rhyme, but you get what I'm saying. We're gonna add a little bit of depth with this color right here called Stone. I just want it to feel sculpted. Similar to the skin, we want like a warm but sculpted eye as well. So I'm taking the shade Stone, which is just like a nice cool tone brown. I'm adding a little bit of structure to the outer portions of the eye, just a little bit. Taking what's left and applying that on the outer third of the lower lash line as well. And then we of course need a little magic. I think honestly, I'm gonna go in with the color Sheen right here. These are such beautiful, like very microfine, magical topper colors, which I feel like will add just a little bit of something. See how pretty that is? Without distracting from the cheeks, because I really want the blush and actually the lips to kind of be a little more obvious with today's look. So just patting that all over the lid. I always feel more confident with a little nude eyeliner in the waterline, so I'm going with my Chantecaille and I'm gonna add that to the waterline. I just feel like that freshens everything up. I'm gonna take my Lash Sensational mascara from Maybelline. This is also not the time to try a new mascara, okay? You gotta be confident in what mascaras work for you. So I'm sticking to what I know. I'm just gonna add this to the top and bottom lashes. Okay, I'm just wiping off any foundation that got on the lips. And for me, I feel extra confident when I have like a little more of a defined lip. So I'm gonna take a lip liner in the shade Nude Truffle. This is from NYX. And this is gonna give me like a little bit more of a natural but sculpted lip look. Isn't that color just divine? It's so perfect. Plus I love to layer more like cool toned structural lip liners with like bright colors in the middle. You'll see. I think it's gonna look so pretty. So I've got that kind of mapped out. I'm gonna kind of blend it out with my fingertips a little. And then the best part about these little Bobbi Brown products is I can actually use this on the lips as well. So I'm gonna tap that in the center of the lips. I mean, come on. Look at that. My confidence is being boosted as we speak with this lip combo alone. I'm obsessed. I love it. I feel like I want a little bit of a glossy finish. So I'm gonna take my Ole Henriksen Peptide Lip Treatment. Just a teeny little bit of this. Just on top of the center of the lips. For like a little bit more of like a balmy shine. Love it. How pretty is that? Okay, you're going to assess the situation, which always means adding more bronzer. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more of that Uoma Beauty bronzer to the forehead. You see how healthy the complexion looks? Honestly, truly, it's beautiful. I'm thrilled. Also, nothing makes me more confident than knowing my makeup is gonna last due to setting spray. So I'm gonna apply my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It's just, it works, okay? It's so good. I'm just gonna apply this all over to lock everything in place. I always go over with my sponge, kind of press it into the skin so that it looks even more skin-like, and then also I feel like it makes your makeup last even longer. And then we're gonna take a little bit of what's left on the powder puff and just kind of touch up the areas that I really want to control shine, which is just the T-zone for me. Everywhere else can just glow, you know what I mean? And then I'm gonna set the brows with my trusted brow gel from Benefit. Another thing that I can always rely on. And then last but not least, you know what always boosts my confidence? A little nice fragrance. I have been really playing around with mixing these two. I feel like I've told you guys about this, but maybe not. Fleur, Not Your Baby, and then Boy Smells Woodphoria. Seems like an odd combo at first, and maybe I'm just really going for it here. I don't know. Maybe it is a weird combo. I feel like it smells actually really nice. So I'm gonna do one spritz of Not Your Baby first. This one smells so good. And then this one just like rounds things out. So a little bit more masculine, the Woodphoria. I feel like together they really are something special. Nothing makes you feel confident like smelling good too. So gosh, that combo, I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I feel like that's actually really, really nice. Well, if you can't tell, folks, my confidence is boosted from start to finish, truly. Like the skin prep really set the tone. I felt like I was able to take some time for myself before jumping into makeup, and then all these products just work. That's it. They work so well. I love having a little bit more of like structure, but then there's like a soft peach tone throughout the look that just always makes me feel confident. Like truly, if you don't know what direction to go with your makeup, just do a monochromatic look and you can always be confident in the direction that will go because you really can't mess that up. It's all gonna look good. I love how effortless monochromatic looks look as well. I feel like the complexion is just healthy, which was the goal. So I'm so happy with how this look turned out. Huge thanks again to Osea for sponsoring today's video. I feel so beautiful in this makeup look, and I felt so beautiful before makeup thanks to their skincare products, which genuinely I've been thoroughly enjoying, you guys. Be sure to check out the Ocean Cleanser and the Hyaluronic C Serum down below. They do come in a little bundle, and don't forget to use my code ALIG10 for 10% off. I love Osea. Like all their products feel like a spa to me. And I've said this before, but now that I'm a mom, I feel like I have not as much time. So it's really, really nice when my products for skincare, body care, what have you, they make me feel like I'm really pampering myself and in like a spa environment with just the whole experience. If you haven't tried Osea, I'm telling you guys, sorry not sorry, because once you try it, you won't be able to stop. All their products are so beautiful. And I'm just so thankful to be working with them on this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Everything that I used will be linked in the description box down below. I would also love to know what kind of products you guys love, or what style of makeup do you do when you want to boost your confidence, or do you not wear makeup? Let me know in the comments down below. I love hearing from you guys. I hope you have an amazing day wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Love you.